Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead reading for April 19th through April 25th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a general or all-encompassing reading, but it might solely just end up being about one thing. Like what's showing just might be about only one area. If you're dealing with the person, this may resonate as yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. Full disclosure, this is the third reading I've done for you because the first one, the first one, a siren was going off and I stopped the reading and had to go run out and check on, I have elderly neighbors on the street and I was a little worried that one of them, something had happened. So there's that. And plus it was loud. And the second one, the screensaver, whatever, shut off halfway through and I couldn't see anything. So interruptions both times. Yay, new beginnings. Why is that important? Well, because both of them were very similar, the readings, about you having left something last week, it's almost like you just thought you were kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt, and then it was just more of the same. That was romantically. So you're like, I'm out, and it felt like you were in like a brand new living space. You didn't have much with you. There was some sadness because it felt like your person still had some of your physical stuff. And you're like, on top of myself recovering emotionally, I still have to deal with shenanigans of getting my stuff back, like my physical property back. Job, you weren't happy with it. It kind of ended or fell flat. And so you were like in a new place thinking about what am I going to do for money in the future. Not really focused on romance other than just kind of healing from what you've been through and not wanting to look back. And moving forward with a job, there's an offer at the end of the week, but for the better part of the week, it was like you needed to just rest and find ways to keep things calm for yourself because you've been through it, you're tired, and you needed a minute. So, all right. Those were the two readings. Just being like, okay, well, that's done. Now what? What else for Sagittarius for the week ahead? Justice. Okay, thank you, because I thought it was going to be Five of Cups. It was going to be, okay, Justice. That could be Libra. Doesn't have to be, just, okay, Mother of Pearl. That could be Libra or someone with Libra's attributes. We're entirely different. We're going to throw out the rest of the cards and see. Page of Swords, Ten of Swords. Okay. The Fool, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries, and Ten of Wands. Yep, changes. Nine of Swords, Mother of Pearl. Okay, this is the third one, and this is about you being... Got some endings here, obviously. And you are looking for what to do next. I feel like you've been cut off, and you weren't expecting it to be so abrupt. And I feel like that's both with a job and a romantic person or interest. And you don't have any interest in going back, but you would like some fairness in getting your stuff back. And I feel like that's been an issue. And it's kind of only deepening your sadness or your sorrow about it. I mean, it's also strengthening resolve, like, okay, never again, but you would like your stuff back, As far as the job, it's like, and then the other readings too, it felt like it wasn't fulfilling for you, but you were going to do it until you found something better. But now you're just like, well, great. Okay, so nowhere to go but up, right? What's this Page of Swords for Sagittarius? This Page of Swords. King of Wands, that could be Sagittarius. What's this? Ten of Swords. Ten of Cups. What's this Fool card about? Oh, thank God for that new beginning. Fool card. This Fool card. Okay. Ten of Wands. That's Six of Cups, Ten of Wands. What's this Ten of Wands about? This feels like a reset for you, honestly. You're not going to lie. This is a third one in a row where it's kind of identical. You're at a point now where you've got beginner mind, that you're starting anew and you're starting over. And things have been drastically simplified for you, which is actually quite beneficial because you'll have very little to take care of or worry about. So... And I'm not, there's no toxic positivity. I mean, it is what it is. But this is you, because of your new normal, because of these changes and the upset and the differences, you're now solely forced to focus on yourself and figure out what your next moves are. So it's cut away a lot of the stuff that you were worried about before. What's this Five of Pentacles about? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What's this Nine of Swords? The thing that thank God, new beginning. I'm glad about your person. Okay, hear me out, because I don't feel like they were fair. I feel like you were in a one down position, and I feel like wait a minute. When I say I'm glad about your person, I mean I'm glad you are out of that situation, because I feel like they were unfair, and I feel like you were always going to be at a disadvantage in dealing with them. And it feels like this is, I'm putting my hair back, sorry. Like cutting your losses and moving forward. And I keep seeing you in a room with just your stuff and being like, well, okay, what am I going to do now? And we've got beginner mind here. We've got you creating anew. You're worried about it. You're worried about it because things are kind of final and you're like, well, what to do now? But you're not afraid of hard work. You'll do it. It's just, this is a reset for all. I mean, what we're going through right now out there, holy cow. Most of us have never lived through anything like that. What else for Sagittarius? So this week you're laying low. This is a laying low week because things have been greatly simplified. There it is, laying low. And you're just going to kind of stay in-house and keep to yourself. This is a week of solitude and figuring out what your next moves are. A much-needed rest for you and a reset. You're not thinking of going back. You just want your stuff back. And with work, there's no love lost there because you weren't that into it anyway. You just don't know what you want to do from here forward. But it'll come. It'll come. But this week, first order of business is you just laying low and just giving things a rest for this week. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. What else for Sagittarius? What else for Sagittarius? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. All right. So we've got you being quite worried about your, it's like one's compounding the other. You've been set adrift and you're quite worried about it. And you're wanting, that's your first order of business, is to try and calm that fear and get something lined up and reach out to people who can help you temporarily. Because we got you feeling pretty insecure. This could be Capricorn. You could be dealing with Capricorn, but it's about being 1 minute you've got a plan and then the next minute you don't, and everything is like I could do this, but this, and this. It's like everything's up in the air and there's not really anything to land on as far as a course of direction, and that's got you really like, and it could very well be that you need to talk to somebody about, all right, here's my options. What's the best course of action for me? Or like, what do you think? What are your ideas on this? Someone that could help you, someone that could point you in the right direction, because it seems like you're getting really stressed out to where you can't really choose a direction. And again, it goes back to taking some deep breaths, calming down, and being able to re-strategize and taking those baby steps forward for your new beginning, because it's not going to happen overnight. And you've just been kind of reset and set adrift. So things are greatly simplified. This is about self-care and you deciding what your next moves are. Okay, and could be that you do need to talk to someone who can kind of give you that like initiative, or just like point you in that direction, give you some ideas, maybe even go, okay, let's try this. Have you thought of that? Like a mentor of sorts, or someone that you can just reach out to and just say, look, everything's changed and I just need some direction, or I need to kind of follow someone for a little bit because I got a lot on my mind. All right, so not sure. King of Wands. Okay, and you can't see that. Okay. All right. Please get some rest this week, and it's only a week reading. This is just a reset for you. It's been a rough couple of weeks for the Sagittarians that I'm reading for as far as you going through it. I don't think this is the same group of Sag as I read for the last couple of times, because this week has you kind of being saddened about things ending and just wondering what your next steps are. So take it easy, please. And next week, you only got to get through till Saturday, and next week's another week. But please take it easy. You need a rest. I will see you in the next reading, I hope. Much love and support to you.